What's up, and welcome to the iBall Radio
Hey.
Game of the Week from Pelham High School for Pelham
Hey.
versus Hoover, man. We got a great game on deck for you guys tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend that iBall Radio is live for the game of the week. Tonight,
Yes.
we have 8-0 Pelham, undefeated Pelham in Class 6A versus three-time defending 7A state champ Hoover here from Pelham High School. We are expecting a great basketball game tonight, man. A lot of different names and a lot of different faces for Hoover this basketball season, Breezy. For y'all that don't know, I'm Derek Williams, D-Will the coach, here with my guy, producer extraordinaire on the ones and twos. Breezy is in the building, man. And Breezy, like I mentioned, a lot of different faces for Hoover this year outside of Jackson Sheffield. A lot of new guys, a lot of new faces, a lot of new guard play. I will say this. This is going to be an interesting game for us tonight.
Right.
I think that as we get through halfway through the game, we will have a good understanding of who and what Hoover is. But tonight is all about Pelham, man. 8-0 on the season in Class 6A.
That's big.
Big transfer came in and Deshaun Morissette. Of course, they got Andy Alls, Grayson Childress, Trey Pittman. Hopefully you went to iBallradio.com and you watched the or you read the pregame article. You can go to any of our social media pages right now. It is up there. It is free. It is free for you to go read right now, man. Just go click on the link and read the preview article and see what we say. Now we do a couple of different things, Breezy, on our pregame articles.
Yep.
We handicap games.
Yeah.
Right. So we got a spread. Right. And tonight's spread we have I have Pelham -6.
Okay.
I think Pelham is 6 points better than this Hoover basketball team.
Okay.
Just strictly off what I've seen this year.
Right.
The guard play at Pelham is really, really good.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is the question mark for Hoover. We understand inside Jackson Sheffield, the Vanderbilt signee is a monster.
A beast.
He is a monster. However, Pelham has a lot of bodies that they can throw on him. They got Grayson Childress, who is a fierce competitor, right? They got Jaden Robinson, a 6'7" guy who is also a guy who is 5 fouls, right?
Right.
But on the perimeter, Pelham has an immense advantage at the guard position. They really are a complete basketball team. They got a handler and a guy in Deshaun Morissette. They have an energy guy and a bucket in Andy Oles. They have a all-around bucket in Trey Pittman. And then, like I mentioned, they got those two bigs on the inside. So, with that being said, I expect a fairly high-scoring game tonight. We are playing with a 35-second shot clock. So, the game will move a lot faster. It won't be any holding of the basketball. So, we should get a good depiction of what these two teams look like and what they look like going forward for the rest of the season. Well, with that being said, man, we are sponsored tonight by the Glenn Wilson Lending Team and Movement Mortgage. Give them a visit at www.glennwilsonlendingteam.com. Outside of that, man, we'll be right back with you after this break to start the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Pelham High School for Pelham versus Hoover right here on iBallradio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here at Pelham High School for Pelham versus Hoover. The 8-0 Panthers take on the three-time defending 7A state champs in Hoover. We're getting ready to jump it off in the center. 35-on-35. That is Jackson Sheffield versus Jaden Robinson. Will tip it off. And tip is controlled by Hoover. Millens with the basketball. Directing traffic. Back to Millen. Pelham comes out in a 2-3 zone. They're going to make shots from the outside. First three up and no good. Tipped around. Big man rebounds the basketball. They're going to play in that zone. They're going to have to make sure they find Jack Sheffield and keep multiple bodies on him. And a foul on the play. Foul goes against number 35, Jaden Robinson, his first personal foul, team first here in the first quarter. Oh, good cut by Millens, and he lays it up and in. First bucket goes to Hoover. Hoover comes out in the full court man-to-man. 2028 guard, one of the top 10 2028s in the state of Alabama. Trey Pittman gets it over to Grayson Childress, almost stolen. Gets it to Deshaun Morset. Up top to Oles. Oles penetrates, goes up, gets bumped, no good. Rebound to Hoover. Over to Kent. Baseline to Glass, up top. Kent wide open, three-pointer, and it's good. Knockdown three by Riley Kent. That's what Hoover's going to have to do in this basketball game. All year long, the question has been, can they shoot the basketball from the outside? Quick 5-0 lead here for Hoover. 6:27 left here in the first quarter. Coming through their offense, Hoover in a man-to-man and a foul on the play. Foul goes to number 4, Kane Burns, his first, team first. Oles with the basketball, throws it into Robinson. He bobbles it, collects, throws it up top to Childress. Childress on the backdoor cut. Pittman wasn't looking. Turnover. Here comes Millens. Full speed, hesitate. Nobody stops ball. Pull up three, and it's good. Knocked down three-pointer by Millens in a quick 8-0 lead for the Hoover Bucks here in this basketball game. The question early was, can Hoover make shots from the outside? Right now, you see that they can. They've made 2 threes here early in the basketball game, and they got an inside bucket on a cut. They're going to have to understand, tell them that is, hey, if they're making shots, we're going to have to adjust. Nobody stopped the basketball on that play and allowed Millens to get into a walk-up three-pointer. I'm sure Coach Dickinson is not very happy. He calls a timeout and he lets his team have it and let them know, hey, that is unacceptable and will not work in this basketball game. 8-0 lead for Hoover, 6:02 here in the first quarter. Turnover by Pelham. Hoover with the basketball is Burns. Burns kicks it over to Millens, looking inside. Millens with another three-pointer. No good. Rebound up by Morset. Picked up by Kent. Morset calls out what he wants. Beats Kent to the baseline. Crossover by Morset. Oh, that's nasty. Gets up, no foul call. Shot block. Trap on Burns, still by Childress. Childress throws it up. No foul call. Turnover. And they call a foul on Grayson Childress. His first personal foul, team second here in this first quarter. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Riley Kent. First free throws up and good. Second free throw on the way. It's also good. Riley Kent goes to the line and makes both free throws. 10-0 lead here in this first quarter. Full court pressure by Hoover. Gets it to Morissette. Morissette over to Pittman. Kick out to Oles. Three-pointer. Good. Knockdown 3 by Andy Oles. Great penetrating dish on that play. Lob. And it's thrown away. Great play that time by the sophomore, Trey Pittman, penetrating 2 feet in the paint, finding the shooter, Andy Oles, on the left wing. And if you give Andy that much space, he's going to knock it down. 10-3, 4:50 here in the first quarter. Horns called by Coach Dickinson. Morissette over to Oles, now to Pittman. Mismatch inside. Looking to get it to Childress. We're on the shot clock, and a foul is called. Foul goes to number 4, Kane Burns. His second personal foul. Team second here in this first quarter. Substitutions in the game for Hoover. Number 15, Melo June, checks in, and also number 2, Kobe Boulware. With the basketball up top. Coach Dickinson calls out what he wants. Get to Deshaun Morissette. Morissette 1-on-1. Trey Pittman head fake. Goes to the hole up and foul. Great drive by by Trey Pittman. Oh, foul goes on big man, Jackson Sheffield. His first, team third here in this first quarter. To the line to shoot 2, Trey Pittman. First free throws up, no good. As I mentioned, we are playing with a 35-second shot clock here at this iBall Radio game of the week. Second free throw's on the way. Shots up and good. 10-4, nearly halfway through this first quarter. Glass with the basketball, being pressured by Morissette, almost turned over, and he does turn it over. Great job that time by Grayson Childress, sneaking up on the backside when Glass turned his back and got the turnover. Substitution in the game, number 3 for Pelham. That is Jacob Gibbs replacing Andy Oles. Gibbs will come in and run the point. Brings it across against Boulware. Oh, Pittman on Boulware. Crossover, got him up in the air. Up, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul goes on number 2, Kobe Boulware, his first personal foul. 4th team foul here in this first quarter. Next personal foul on Hoover will send Pelham to the free throw line to shoot free throws for the rest of the period. First free throw is up and good. Trey Pittman is a very impressive 2028 player. We've been tracking him for a very, very long time. Tracking him for a very, very long time, and he's been doing a really good job as he's developed really well. Second free throws up and good. Full court man-to-man here for Pelham. Looking to trap. Got Boulware, throws it up the glass. Guarded by Childress, and it's blocked on the play, and they call a foul. Foul goes against number 5, Grayson Childress, his second personal foul, team third here in this first quarter. First free throw for Glass is no good. Substitution in the game for Pelham, number 32. Nick Vinson replaces Grayson Childress. Also in the game for Hoover, number 10, Michael Gates. Second free throw is up and good. 11-6, 3:34 left here in this first quarter. Morissette driving on Boulware. Up, no good. Rebound. Jackson Sheffield. To the Boulware full speed. Kicks it to Melo June. Melo catches Jackson Sheffield in the paint. Jump hook. Short. Gets a rebound. And a foul on the play. Foul will go against number 11, Trey Pittman. His first personal foul. Team fourth here in the first quarter. Checking in for Pelham is number 2, Marcus Arnold, replacing Pittman. Inbounds to Sheffield. Sheffield turn left hand, no good. Rebound to Vinson. Arnold with it, throws it up, and it's tapped out of bounds. Pelham retains possession. Into the game for Hoover, number 32, KJ Steele. Turnover on the play. Looked like that ball was tipped by Hoover. However, referee saw it differently and gave it to Hoover. Trapping the basketball. Turnover. Up for the left-hand layup is good. Marcus Arnold with the basket. Great pressure defense. The pressure is on these Hoover guards. Pelham wants to see, can Hoover handle this pressure? Jackson Sheffield out with the three-point line, screen, pull-up jump shot from Glass, no good, tipped out of bounds. Goes to Hoover, goes over to Pelham. Coach Dickinson is running this full court man-to-man, but as soon as they get close to half court, you can tell they're the trap to make these Hoover guards handle this pressure. He wants to see, can Hoover handle the pressure all night long and consistently get into the offense? Because we understand Coach Scott Ware for Hoover does a great job of scheming plays to get Jackson Sheffield the basketball on the inside. Pelham wants to see, hey, if we can pressure these guards and make it hard for them to get them into their offense, it's going to be hard to get Sheffield the ball because he's not a guy that's going to put it in his hands and create for himself. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout by Hoover. Pelham set to throw the basketball in. Number 32, Nick Vinson. Vinson gets it into Morissette. Guarded by Gates. And the foul is on Gates. That foul, they called it on, the announcer said it was on Millens, but that foul was on number 10. They got it right now. That foul was on Michael Gates, his first personal foul, fifth foul. Pelham will go to the line to shoot 2 In the penalty is Deshaun Morissette. First free throw for Morissette is up and good. 11-9, 2:26 left here in this first quarter. Second free throw on the way is up and good. Full court pressure here from Pelham. A technical foul has been called on number 3. Messiah Mullins. First technical foul is up and good for Morissette. That is also a personal foul on Mullins, his first. Second technical foul on the way is up and good for Morissette. And that will tie the ball game. Excuse me, that will give Pelham a 1-point lead, 12-11 here in this first quarter. Mass substitutions for both teams. Back in for Pelham, Trey Pittman. Vincent gets it into Morissette. Morissette brings it across half court. Gets it to Vincent. Up top to Pittman. Pittman, deep three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Pelham puts up, no good. Rebound by KJ Steele, knocked around. Who comes up with it and is out of bounds off Hoover? Into the game for Pelham is number 23, Jordan Winston. Picks up that big offensive rebound. Substitution again for Pelham. Back into the game is Jaden Robinson replacing Vincent. And the ball is thrown out of bounds on the inbounds by number 3, Jacob Gibbs. Trying to get it to Morissette. (12-11), 2:03 left here in this first quarter. Bringing the basketball up for Hoover is number 5, Michael Glass. Pressure defense here from Pelham. Really making it tough on these guards. Pull up jump shot, no good for Hoover. Pittman the rebound. Full speed on the run. Euro step up and under, and it's good. Big time lay by Trey Pittman. 14-11 here for Pelham after a 10-0 start from Hoover. Pelham has walked them down and went on a 14-1 run as a foul is on the play. And the foul is called on Trey Pittman. That will be his second personal foul. Team 5th foul as Hoover will step to the line to shoot the penalty free throws. A lot of conversation by the referees and the coaches right now. It looks as if they're asking them to slide the benches back. Not much they can really do about that with the sideline where it is. Jackson Sheffield sitting on the bench. Jackson Sheffield probably wears a size 17 shoe. Not much he can really do about keeping his feet off the court. However, going to the line to shoot 2 is number 1, Kent. First free throws up and good. Substitutions in for Hoover. Melo June returns, replacing number 10. Gates. Second free throw is also good. Little too aggressive on the defense in the full court is Riley Kent. Foul is called Going to the line to shoot 2 here for Pelham is number 3, Jacob Gibbs. First foul on Kent. The lefty takes the first free throw. Is short, no good. Second free throw on the way. Also no good. Rebound Jackson Sheffield. Hoover comes across in hurry. Up top is Sheffield. Dribble hand off to Glass. Glass three-pointer. No good. Almost gets his own rebound. Knocked around. Picked up by Kent. Kent is blocked on the play. Picked up by Gibbs. Gibbs throws it ahead to Morissette. Open. Melo June on the follow. And Morissette lays it up and in. Big time block on the play. It's a turnover underneath. However, it's blocked by Melo June. But tipped back in by 23. Number 23. Jordan Winston in the basketball game for Pelham. Little too aggressive on the defense. Foul is called on number 3, Jacob Gibbs, his first personal foul. However, Hoover is in the penalty and will step to the line and shoot 2 free throws. High intensity game. Very, very good crowd in here right now. It is a rowdy crowd letting Hoover have it. These Pelham fans are not playing with Hoover, and the crowd is really, really into it. The student section is packed. First free throw for Ken is up and no good. Substitutions for both teams. Into the game for the first time for Pelham is number 4, Marlon Scarborough. Second free throw, Kent, up and good. And it's a turnover on the play. Winston took the basketball out of bounds, and it seems like he was in a rush. He never got comfortable and was already from the beginning, looked like he wanted to lean over the line and just had to throw it in before he stepped in bounds. Tries to get to Andy O's and throw it away. And it's a turnover on the inbound. Gets it up. Andy O's on the fast break. Looking, pull up three-pointer. Short, no good. But that's Andy O's, that's his game. AO does that. We know that. AO will shoot those type of shots.
Oh, yeah, he gonna shoot it.
And I spoke with Coach Dickinson before the game, man, and he said that's the type of thing with Andy O's coming over last year that he had to try to work out of him, right? However, he didn't want to stop him from being who he is and allow him to play the way he plays. And that's a shot that sometimes you can live with, especially early on in the game. 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. 18-14. Pelham has a 4-point lead. With the basketball, Glass goes to the hole, and it's knocked away by Robinson. Big time block by Jaden Robinson. Hoover has the basketball, has to take it out right in front of that Pelham student section. Throws it into the backcourt with Glass, 15 on the clock. Shot clock is off. Kent kicks it over to Gates. Gates trap. Gets there, and it's a charge call. Great job by Vincent stepping up and taking that charge. .1 seconds left here in this quarter. Quick substitution. Number 1, Deshaun Morissette returns to the basketball game. Deep pass to Trey Pittman, and it's turned over. 5 seconds, gets it up. Boulware looking, kicks it to the corner. 3 ball on the way, no good. And that will do it for the first quarter. 18-14, Pelham leads Hoover from this iBall Radio game of the week. That was a high-intense first quarter. It seemed like it took forever, Breezy.
That was a long quarter.
That was a very long quarter. To be honest with you, man, as I look at my stat sheet here, 6 fouls by Pelham, 9 fouls.
9 fouls by Pelham.
7 fouls by Hoover, and 6 fouls by Pelham. So that's 13 fouls in a quarter.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fouls. So it was a lot of stoppage of play. Both teams wound up in the penalty. So everybody was shooting free throws. But like I say, high impact first quarter, 18-14. Pelham leads. Hoover jumped out to a 10-0 lead. However, Pelham was able to walk them down, be aggressive, turn those guards over. As we said in the pregame, the key to this game for Hoover is, can those guards continue to be aggressive and score buckets? They came out early and hit 2 straight threes.
They did.
However, they went a little cold second half of that quarter. We're going to take a quick break right here, 15-second break right here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back here for the start of the second quarter. Pelham versus Hoover, 18-14, Pelham with the basketball. Up top with it, Deshaun Morissette. Gets it to Grayson Childress. Childress looking inside to Morissette. Gets it. Posting up on Kent. Oh, nice by Morissette. Step back, no good. Rebound, Jackson Sheffield. Up to Glass. He travels with the basketball. Michael Glass, looking to be aggressive, got himself too deep, tried to spin, turned the basketball over. Trey Pittman throws it into Morissette. Morissette brings it across half court. Guarded by Gates. Oh, step back, but he called a push off. Offensive foul and push off on Deshaun Morissette. That's his first personal foul, team first foul here in this second quarter. For basketball, bringing it up is Millens. Andy O's coming to trap, and Millens nearly throws it away, gets it over the glass, penetrate, throws it up. Sheffield looking. And a travel is called. Great call by the referee. Jackson Sheffield was trying to bully his way to the goal that time over Robinson, and a travel was called. Morissette pull up 3 ball. No good. Rebound, Gates. Gates tries to get it up. Stolen by Morissette. Spin move. Nice. And it's blocked by Sheffield. Big time block by Jackson Sheffield. Glass has the ball on the right wing, up top to Millens. Over to Gates. Gates picks up his dribble. Up top to Sheffield. You don't want Sheffield with it out that far out. Glass trying to penetrate on Morissette. Throws it up. No good. Tipped by Sheffield. Picked up by Glass. Looking inside. Robinson's working hard. Great post up. And it's a steal by Andy O's. Throws it up to Trey Pittman. Trey Pittman on the fast break. Goes up and he's fouled on the play. Foul will go against Messiah Millens. His second personal foul. Team second here in this second quarter. 18-14. Nobody has scored in this quarter just yet. 6:06 left in the second quarter. And a technical foul has been called on Coach Scott Ware. He is letting the referees have it. And listen, he has been working for that technical foul, to be honest with you. And if he doesn't be careful, he's going to get a second. But they are being extremely physical underneath with Jackson Sheffield. And you like that. But you got to let him establish some kind of position, Breezy.
Yeah, you got to let them do what they do. He finna get his second one.
Having a conversation with the referee. However, stepping to the line to shoot the technical free throws is number 11, Trey Pittman. First one is up and good. Second one on the way. And it's also good. Trey Pittman short on the free throw.
Got to make those.
And it's stand at that line by yourself and shoot 4 straight free throws. Second one on the way, and it's up and good. He goes 3 for 4 from the line.
Not mad at 75%.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it. 21-14, 6:06. Technical foul has been called on Coach Scott Ware. The key in high school basketball in the state of Alabama, when you get a technical foul, the coach must sit down the rest of the game. So that's going to be tough, having Coach Ware having to sit down the rest of this ball game. Throw it in to Grayson Childress, and it's up and good. Great play by Deshaun Morissette. Now, even though Hoover has Jackson Sheffield, the biggest man in the state of Alabama, Pelham has a size advantage in this basketball game. Turnover by Hoover. Deshaun Morissette, Euro step, left hand lay, up and good. 23-14. And it's not nearly another turnover. Our keys to this game, Breezy, was the guard play of Hoover.
Yeah.
Right now, Hoover is struggling. Their guards are struggling to not only get them into any offense and get the basketball inside the Jackson Sheffield, but simply get the basketball across half court.
Right. That's trouble.
That's trouble. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take a break with you right here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Pelham High School, right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Pelham High School. Pelham versus Hoover, right on iBallRadio.com and iBall Radio YouTube page. Hoover with the basketball. Kent with it. Trap. Gets it post the glass. Tough man-to-man defense right now by Pelham. They are playing with a lot of energy on the defensive end. Try to get it into Sheffield, and they throw it away. Another turnover by Marlon Scarborough, by Kane Burns, trying to get that basketball in. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll stay right with you. 25-14, 5:03 left in the half. Hoover started this basketball game on a 10-0 run. Since then, it is a 25-4 run by Pelham, and it's all due to the pressure that Pelham is able to put on these Hoover guards. Hoover's guards are struggling, as I mentioned early, struggling to even get the basketball across half court. And then once they do get it across half court, they're having an issue trying to get into offense, trying to look inside. Pelham is doing a great job of extending that man-to-man defense up to half court. And with that, it is making it very tough on these Hoover guards. Question is, can they get back to that early play when they knock down those early threes and get some offense going here for Hoover? Pelham with it. Trey Pittman, head fake, side step, 3-ball, good.
It's textbook right there.
Man, Trey Pittman's really good. I have been really, really impressed with him early on in this basketball game.
Yeah, I like what I see. I want him on my team.
Loose ball foul is called underneath on number 35, Jaden Robinson. His second personal foul, team second here in this second quarter. Couple of substitutions in for Pelham. Pelham keeps on that pressure. Gibbs guarding Glass in the full court. Glass crosses, gets it over to Kent. Kent up top to Millens. Millens. Oh, great sale. Great sale that time by Messiah Millens on the jump shot. Got a little bit of a bump and then just flared his body and forced the referee to blow the whistle. Foul will go against number 3, Gibbs, his second personal foul, team third here in this second quarter. To the line to shoot to is Messiah Millens. First free throws up and good. Into the game for Hoover, number 15, Melo June, replacing Kent. Free throw on the way, and it's also good. Full court man-to-man pressure by Hoover. Great by Messiah Millens on Gibbs. Gets it over to Pittman. Pittman on Millens. Kicks it to Morissette. Coach Dickinson calls out what he wants. Morissette keeps it on the right wing. Over to Gibbs. Gibbs, nice move. Push, corner, 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound to Hoover. Millens, full speed ahead. Looking up, great crossover. Throws it in, and a big-time jam for his first basket of the game for Jackson Sheffield. Great job that time by Messiah Millens, putting pressure on that Pelham defense, speeding it up and getting that basketball inside to Sheffield. 3-pointer on the way, Deshaun Morissette, and it's good. Big-time basket. And a technical foul is called on Deshaun Morissette after the 3-pointer. That would be the second personal foul on Morissette. I watched him. He did do a little chirping afterwards, but he only said something and then he kept it moving. The referee stared him down and called it. That's an iffy call in my opinion. However, second personal foul on Morissette. Shooting the technical free throws. Number 5 is Glass. First one is up and good. Second free throw for the lefty is also good. 31-20, 3:21 left here in this second quarter. Hey, Breezy, I gotta mention, this game has a lot of freaking energy, man.
Right.
You love the atmosphere inside this gym right now.
Gotta love it.
Hoover to throw it in, gets it into Millens. Pelham looking to trap. Millens picks up his dribble, throws it up to Melo June. June over to Glass, looking inside. Gets it in to Jackson Sheffield, and he scores it. 31-22, 3:05 left here in the second quarter. Gibbs loses the basketball, almost turns it over. Stays here. Stays with Pelham. Hey, listen, that's the second time that Gibbs has been on a speed dribble up the court, and he's left the basketball.
Okay, moving too fast.
And he left the basket. If he's going to be a handler of the basketball for Pelham in his back, he's going to have to do a better job because, like I mentioned, that's the second time that he's left the basketball behind him and nearly turned it over.
Right.
However, foul is called on number 4. Kane Burns. That's his third personal foul here in this first half. Replacing Burns is number 2, Boulware. Gets it back into Gibbs. Gibbs is a lefty. And I'm going to tell you, Breezy, both times he's left that basketball, it's been when he's dribbling with that right hand.
Okay.
Hoover needs to recognize that and pressure him and make him use that right hand. Nearly a turnover. Grayson Childress to the hole, and that's a charging foul.
Yeah, I was nothing but a charge.
Ooh, big foul on the play by number 5, Grayson Childress. That'll be his 3rd personal foul here in this first half. Into the game, replacing Childress is number 23, Jordan Winston, returns to the basketball game. Grayson Childress has to do a better job of when he's penetrating and he sees that second line of defense, stopping, pull it up, and shooting that short jump shot. He has that capability in his game. Millens down the hole, and it's blocked by Jaden Robinson. That's the 3rd block shot by Jaden Robinson in this basketball game. Returning to the basketball game, Andy Oles replacing Gibbs. Millens gets it in. Foul called on the play. On number 35, Jaden Robinson on the post-up.
Oh, this is a fouling game.
But here's the thing. They were letting them bang on the block in that first quarter. For them to turn around and that foul,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Coach Dickinson is talking to the referee right now. I'm sure he's just asking for some consistency. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, for sure.
However, stepping to the line to shoot 2 is number 35, Jackson Sheffield. 3rd personal foul on Jaden Robinson. So the 2 bigs for Pelham both have 3 fouls in Jaden Robinson and Grayson Childress. First free throw for Jackson Sheffield is up and no good. Second free throw on the way is up and good. Bringing it across is Deshaun Morissette. 31-23, 2:19 left here in this second quarter. Morissette being pressured. Beats it to the corner to Pittman. 3 ball, short, no good. Up, rebound by Melo June. And we know Melo June is one of the best rebounders in the state of Alabama at just 6'5". Millens up, throws it. Oh, and a foul is called. A late whistle is called on the play. Now listen, I'm going to tell you something that I'm noticing about Messiah Millens. Messiah Millens does a really good job of getting downhill, and when he feels pressure or he feels a bump, he does a good job of flinging his body and getting the basketball up on the rim, making the referees call that foul. First free throw's up and no good. 31-23, 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Now, Breezy, I'm going to tell you this. We playing with a 35-second shot clock, and we hadn't had one reason to even look at it so far. And the second free throw is up and no good.
Yeah, they moving.
Rebound goes to Vincent. With it is Pittman. Pittman driving, stripped by Millens. Millens on the fast break. Pulls it out. Picks up his dribble. And a foul is called on Vincent.
It's going to be like 50 fouls.
That's Vincent's first personal foul. To the line to shoot 2 in the penalty is Jackson Sheffield. First free throw's up and no good. Jackson Sheffield, the Vanderbilt signee, the ESPN top 100 player in the country. We mentioned, and we said this in our pregame article that we dropped on iBallradio.com today, that they had a lot of bodies to run at Jackson Sheffield. And so far in this basketball game, they've done just that. Second free throws up and no good. However, stolen, put up, put in by Boulware, and Melo June knocks it out of bounds. Pelham gets it into Morissette. Morissette brings it across half court, guarded by Boulware. Calling for a screen. Vincent comes up. Little hesitation. Calls him back. Rescreen. Oh, got the trap, however. Euro step up and good for Deshaun Morissette. Millens full speed ahead, pushing it up, throws it up, and it's thrown down by Jackson Sheffield. However, Pelham is right back with it. Andy Oles pushes it up, brings it out. In and out move, great move, put up, and it's blocked by Sheffield. Millens with the basketball, getting downhill, and a foul on the play on Vincent. Millens is doing a really good job right now at getting himself to the free throw line. That has really, really, really gotten Hoover back into this basketball game with Messiah Millens' ability in this second quarter to put pressure on the defense, not waiting, understanding that Pelham is bringing a lot of pressure in the full court. So instead of waiting on the pressure to come to him, he's getting it, and he's just going full speed ahead, getting that basketball up, putting pressure on the defense, getting to the hole, and he's shooting some more throws. The first one is up and good. 33-28, 5-point game, 43.9 left here in the second quarter. Great move on the other end by Andy Oles. However, going up against Jackson Sheffield, he just wiped that out. Great block by the Vanderbilt signee. Second free by Millens is up and good. 4-point basketball game, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock at 20. Crossover by Morissette. Another one, puts him on the skates, and he goes up, and he bullies his way to the basket. Basket by Deshaun Morissette. Great defense by Andy Oles, and a foul is called. Foul in the backcourt on Andy Oles, his first personal foul. Headed to the line, shooting two is Messiah Millens. This is Messiah Millens' 7th and 8th free throws of this quarter. First personal foul on Oles. Second free throw from Millens is on the way. Up and good. Shot clock is off. Morissette with it. Swings it over to Pittman. 10 seconds left. Pittman driving. Great stop and go by Trey Pittman as he puts it up and in. Messiah Mullins looking at the clock. Throws it up from half court. And it's no good. And that will do it for the first half of play here from the iBall Radio. Game of the week as Pelham takes a halftime lead, 37-31 over Hoover. Exciting basketball game so far. We're going to take a quick break, man. We'll be right back with some first half notes. Again, here from the iBall Radio, Game of the Week, right here on iBallRadio.com. And the iBall Radio YouTube page, sponsored by the Glenn Wilson Lending. Visit them at www.glennwilsonlendingteam.com. And we're back from halftime here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Pelham versus Hoover, as Pelham holds a first half lead 37-31 over the three-time defending 7A state champ in Hoover. Man, this game has been extremely fast-paced all game long, Breezy.
Yeah. Foul after foul after foul.
And that's the crazy part. With this, as fast as this game is being played, it's a lot of fouls being called to slow down the pace. However, it seems like it doesn't matter if the pace slows down. They pick it right back up. It's been 4 technical fouls called in the first half. Right? 1 on Coach Ware, 3 on players, and we're still at 37-31. Now, foul breakdown, because I think this is very, very important in this basketball game. The foul breakdown for Pelham. Andy Oles has 1. Deshaun Morissette has 2. But here's the big one. Grayson Childress and Jaden Robinson, the 2 big inside players that are having to fight inside with Jackson Sheffield, both have 3 fouls. That is going to be huge going forward into this second half. Is can they continue to fight and battle on the inside with Sheffield and not pick up those 4th fouls?
That's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, especially the way the game is being called. In the first quarter, the referees really let them bang. However, it seems like in the second quarter, they changed up everything and made it, and they started calling a lot of, I would call it ticky-tack fouls on the inside. It's like they had to clean it up, right? It's like they came in and say, okay, we got to clean this up. And they did by really, really blowing that whistle. For Hoover, foul trouble with 2, well, actually with 4 is Glass, with 3 fouls is Glass. The only other player with 2 fouls would be Kent. So, with that being said, not a lot of foul trouble for Hoover. The 2 bigs for Pelham really are in foul trouble. The key to this basketball game, and we said that coming in, is could Hoover's guards be good enough to get it to Jackson Sheffield? Second half of that first quarter, they weren't. First half of that second quarter, they weren't. First half of that first quarter, they were. The second half of that second quarter, they were. What are we going to get in this second half? Are we going to get the first half of the first quarter and second half of the second quarter guards for Hoover? Or are we going to get the ones that in the second half of the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter that really struggled to get the ball across half court and get them into the offense, which allowed Pelham to open up a big lead in that second quarter?
We're going to see.
We're going to see, man. I'm real curious to see what Coach Scott Ware comes out with here early in this third quarter. Right? We already know he's going to be looking inside to Jackson Sheffield, right? Is he going to go to him early, trying to get those early fouls on Robinson and on Childress? Or will he allow his guards like Messiah Mullins to continue to put pressure downhill on this Pelham defense, get to the free throw line, and continue to shoot foul shots? In that first half, I was really, really impressed with Trey Pittman for Pelham.
For sure.
Trey Pittman, he was hooping, man.
He was hooping.
He had a really good first half, knocking down threes, getting to the paint, getting 2 feet in the paint, shooting his floater, finding guys for open threes like Andy Oles and Deshaun Morissette. Deshaun Morissette, one of the top point guards in the class of 2026, is showing why. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm looking around the gym, and sitting right behind me is the University of Montevallo, right? I believe Deshaun Morissette, if you read the article that we put out today on iBallRadio.com, the preview article for this basketball game, I said Deshaun Morissette is a Division I caliber basketball player.
Exactly.
Will he get a Division I look? That's yet to be seen. However, Montevallo, a D2 here in the state of Alabama, is sitting right behind me.
I see him. He looking at somebody.
They looking at him. That's who they're here for, right? That is exactly who they're here for. So can he continue to impress? But like you say, 37-31. We'll be right back with you after this for the start of the second half here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week between Pelham High School and Hoover. 37-31. Pelham leads. We'll be right back with you after this. And we're back for the start of the second half from the iBall Radio Game of the Week right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall YouTube page, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Lending Team. Glenn Wilson Lending Team at www.glennwilsonlendingteam.com. Starting off this second half, Hoover has the basketball. Messiah Mullins pull-up jump shot at the free throw line is good. Nearly a turnover. Picked up Oles. Oles has the basketball. Guarded by Mullins. Kicks it over to Morissette. Grayson Childress drive to the basket, puts it up, and good. A gamble on the play by Hoover allowed Grayson Childress to get open and drive down the basket. And Jackson Sheffield did not have enough time to get over and challenge that shot as Childress lays it up and in. Sheffield with it out top. Great defense by Oles, denying the basketball. Grayson Childress showing his versatility out on the wing. Great move by the big man, Jackson Sheffield, with the up and under inside. Great job that time by Jaden Robinson, not fouling on the play. Got a mismatch up top. Morissette. Grayson Childress pull up three. It's no good. Sits on the rim. Rebound to Glass. Glass hesitates. Pushes. Back up top to Mullins. Mullins with the basketball. Inside the Glass. Glass up. And he muscles it in.
Somebody had a conversation at halftime.
Right. Big time basket. That time inside by Burns. Pippen. Backing in. Mullins. Pull up jump shot. Oh, in and out. Great shot by Trey Pittman. However, it just did not fall. 39-37. Mullins, pull up jump shot. Flares his body again. Didn't get the call that time. Air ball picked up by Burns. Over to Kent. Kent has it. Back to Burns. And a foul is called on Jaden Robinson, and that will be his fourth personal foul. You're wondering how long it was going to take for one of them to pick up that fourth personal foul between Robinson and Childress. Right. And it's Robinson that picks it up.
Yeah, they cutting it close.
2.5 minutes into this third quarter. With the basketball underneath is Hoover. 39-37, Pelham leads. Quick 4-0 run to start this third quarter. Corner three for Glass, no good. Long rebound, tipped around, gets it out to Pittman. Pittman throws it up to Oles. Oles goes up, lays it up and in. Andy Oles with the nice finish on the fast break. 41-37. Looking to get inside. Stripped by Oles, and a foul is called. These referees are really emotional tonight. They are extremely emotional tonight.
Yeah, they own one.
Foul goes against Andy Oles, his second personal foul, team second here in this quarter. Hoover looking to get it in. Kent for three, no good. Tipped around, picked up by Sheffield. Sheffield throws it away, looks up. Morissette up to Oles. Oles again, lays it up and in. Great run out time by Andy Oles and a great pass in the full court by Deshaun Morissette. Glass goes inside. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow goes to Pelham. Benson to throw it in. Morissette is fouled on the play. Oh, and they don't call a foul. They call out of bounds. That doesn't seem like a football tackle on the sideline. However, no foul is called, and it's a turnover, and it goes over to Hoover. Up top to Kent. Kent looking inside to Sheffield. Up to Burns. And a foul is called. Foul is called on number 23. Jordan Winston, his third personal foul. Team third here in the third quarter. Corner three by Kent, no good. Rebound, Sheffield. Sheffield looking on Childress. Childress strips it away. More strips it away. Over to Kent. Kent throws it up. Rebound again to Jackson Sheffield, and he puts it up and in. Big time move by Jackson Sheffield. And it's turned over almost nearly by Pittman. Morissette picks it up, gets it to Childress. Childress to Oles, wide open three. No good. Rebound, Sheffield. Here comes Millens on the break. Stripped by Oles. Oles picks it up, steals it. Pull up three. Gets it to Pittman. Pittman step back. No good. Tipped out by, great tip out by Vincent. Andy Oles a three. Bang, and he knocks it down. 3-point basket by Andy Oles. What we call him, Breezy?
All right.
46-39, 3:18 left here in the third quarter. Nearly a travel by Millens, and he throws it away. Wholesale substitutions in for Hoover. (46-39), 3:14 left here in the third quarter. With the basketball is Morissette. Morissette, and he's fouled on the play by number 15, Melo June. His first personal foul, team first here in this third quarter. Substitution coming in for Pelham is Gibbs, replacing Pittman. Gets it into Oles. Oles turns his back, and another foul. Sloppy play that time by Andy Oles. However, foul is called on Melo June. His second personal foul, team second here in this third quarter. Morissette with the basketball. Great move up, and he's fouled on the play. Foul goes against number 5, Michael Glass. His first personal foul. Team third foul here in this third quarter. First free throw on the way for Morissette. Up and good. Deshaun Morissette, second free throw on the way, and it's also good. 38-39, 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Full court pressure from Pelham. Great defense by Andy Oles. Pressure in Boulware. Andy Bowl. And a foul is called. Looked like a clean strip, but when you swipe down like that, it gives the referees the feeling that they have to blow a whistle. Foul was called. Third personal foul on O's. Fourth team foul here in this third quarter. Replacing O's is Trey Pittman. Sheffield puts it up and in. Great strong move by Jackson Sheffield. Grayson Childress can't pick up that fourth personal foul. Not much you can do in that situation when Jackson Sheffield has you on his back and he's backing you down. That's tough. Gibbs gets it to Childress. Childress backdoor pass to Pittman. Great catch and finish. Good cut and great pass from Pelham on that play. Gates with the basketball, bringing it across half court. Glass with it up top. Gets it outside to Sheffield. Sheffield with it. Inside to June, and it's knocked away. Substitution in the game for Pelham. Number 2, Arnold replacing Pittman. Sheffield with the basketball. Straight up and in. Big time play by Jackson Sheffield. Bullying his way to the basket right now. And like I say, Grayson Childress has 3 fouls. He cannot afford to pick up the 4th with Jaden Robinson on the bench with 4 fouls. Deshaun Morse, corner 3, no good. Rebound to Sheffield. Sheffield over to Millens, throws it up to Boulware. Boulware, quick drop to Melo June. He drops it. Gibbs picks it up. He's on a fast break. Cut to the basket. Throws it back out. Nearly a turnover. Morissette picks it up. Morissette up top. Guarded by June. Gets it over to Childress. Childress, another backdoor pass. Morissette, left hand up and in. Grayson Childress is doing a heck of a job in the high post right now, finding backdoor cutters. Showing his versatility and ability, and tipped away. And it's turned over, picked up by Childress on the fast break. He has to be careful. And it's a block call. Hey, listen, when you get a big man full speed like that, going down, it kind of makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because you don't want him knowing he has 3 fouls.
Oh, we don't get the 4th one.
That would have been a huge call and a huge 4th foul if he would have picked up that charge. However, blocking foul was called by number 2, Kobe Boulware, his 2nd personal foul. Team 4th. First free throws up and good for Childress. Mass substitutions for both teams. Going to the line for the 2nd free throw, Grayson Childress, who's doing a really good job in his 3rd quarter passing the basketball from the high post. 2nd free throw is also good. 54-43, under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Michael Glass bringing it up, gets it over to Burns. Burns over to Sheffield. Sheffield throws it to the corner of the Glass, gets a screen, and he travels with the basketball. And a technical foul has been called on Jackson Sheffield. Technical foul called on Jackson Sheffield. That will be his 2nd personal foul, team 5th foul here in this 3rd quarter. Going to the line to shoot the technical free throws is Grayson Childress. The first one is up and good. 2nd free throw is on the way, and it's also good.
That was a wet shot.
Man, that thing looked good, didn't it? Hey, that's real clean coming in his hands on that play. 56-43, 41.4 left in the 3rd quarter. Pelham starting to get some separation in this basketball game. Gibbs with the basketball to the basket. Nobody stops him, and he lays it up and in on the right side with his left hand. 15-point game here for Pelham heading into the end of this quarter. Big time run from Pelham in this ball game. Can they knock down shots from the outside? Can Hoover make shots from the outside? Kent to the basket. Up. Grayson Childress keeps it up strong. Rebound. KJ Steele. Steele over the glass. Glass up. And no good, but he's fouled on the play. Foul goes against number 23, Vincent. His 4th personal foul, team 5th here in this 3rd quarter. Excuse me, Winston. Foul goes against Winston. That'll be his 4th personal foul. First free throw for Glass is up and good. Substitution in the game, number 32. Nick Vincent replaces Jordan Winston. Second free throw on the way for Hoover, and it's also good. Long pass, and it's turned over. At the buzzer, no good. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter of play here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Pelham versus Hoover, as Pelham leads 58-45 heading into this final period. Another quarter of high-intensity action, Breezy.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Gotta love it.
And we're going to take a quick break, man. We'll take a quick break here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here at Pelham High School. Pelham versus Hoover as Pelham leads 58-45 heading into the final stanza right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back for the start of the 4th quarter here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Pelham versus Hoover, as Pelham has a 13-point lead at the start of this 4th quarter, 58-45. Glass penetrates to the hole, no good. Picked up by Sheffield, off balance, gets it back, and he puts it up and in, and that will be the 5th foul on Jaden Robinson as he comes back into the basketball game, and he instantly fouls out.
Right in, right back out.
Not only is that Jaden Robinson's 5th personal foul, that gives Jackson Sheffield an and one on the play with the ability to go to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. However, he missed the shot. Ball tipped around, picked up by Trey Pittman. Deshaun Morissette with the basketball, bringing it across half court. Pittman penetrates, and he's fouled on the play by Millens. Millens' 2nd personal foul, team 1st here in this final stanza. Pelham basketball putting it in is Trey Pittman. And a foul is called. Oh, illegal screen on Andy Oles. Andy Oles picks up his 4th personal foul. (58-47). 7:15 here left in the 4th quarter. Millens turns it over. Now, Millens did a good job in the 2nd and 3rd quarter in that first half of pushing that pace, right? Getting across half court, getting to that free throw line. However, he was a little bit rushed on that play, trying to draw the 5th foul on Andy Oles. And when he did so, he double dribbled the basketball and turns it over. 58-47. Deshaun Morissette with the basketball, guarded by Glass, kicks it over to Gibbs. Gibbs throws it to Childress. Childress dribble handoff to Pittman. Pittman guarded by Kent. Moves out, 1-on-1. Pittman beats him, and a foul on the play. Foul goes against number 1, Riley Kent. His 3rd personal foul. Team 2nd here in this 4th quarter. Foul trouble is going to be huge in this last quarter. Whoever gets to the penalty first, that's going to say, hey, if Pelham can get there, they can possibly end this game out from the free throw line. Childress kicks it out to Pittman, handoff to Morissette. Morissette against Glass. Glass, good defense. However, Morissette breaks him down and gets to the basket and lays it up and in with the left hand. Great move that time by Deshaun Morissette. And just called on the play. Out of control. Player control foul on number 5, Michael Glass. His 2nd personal foul, team 3rd here in this 4th quarter. With the basketball is Gibbs. Gibbs, dribble handoff to Pittman. Pittman up top, guarded by Kent. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Handoff to Morissette. Morissette guarded by Kent. He beats him going downhill, and he gets himself to the free throw line. Deshaun Morissette is so crafty with that basketball in his hand. His first step is super explosive, and he has a really tight handle. So if he's getting pressure, and you know I say this all the time, Breezy.
Yeah.
Small space handle. Deshaun Morissette in this 4th quarter is showing a great ability to have small space handle and get himself 2 feet in the paint, playing off 2 feet, and getting himself either a layup or to the free throw line as he knocks down that first free throw.
Yeah.
2nd free throw on the way.
I like that.
Up and good. 62-47, 5:55 left here in this final period. Hoover with the basketball. Glass gets to the paint, hands it off to Kent. Kent pull up jump shot. No good. Rebound by Childress. Childress comes out pushing. Looking great pass by Childress, and he drops it off to number 32, Nick Vincent, who lays it up and in. 17-point lead right now for Pelham. Riley Kent up short. Another rebound by Childress. He comes out with it, pushing again to the basket, goes up, and he charges on the play. That's what I said last time. You're nervous about when you get him going downhill, and that will do it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's just number 4. That's just his 4th personal foul. He picks up his 4th here in the 4th quarter. Timeout on the play. Full timeout. So we'll take a break with him right here from iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Pelham High School for Pelham versus Hoover, as the undefeated Pelham Panthers are looking to stay undefeated and knock off the 3-time defending 7A state champs Hoover in this iBall Radio Game of the Week. High intensity, packed crowd, great energy here in the gym tonight. Hoover with the basketball, Kent with it, kicks it up top between the circles, the glass. Over to the wing to Kent. Lob pass inside to Sheffield, and he lays it up and in. 15-point game, 64-49. Andy Oles kicks it in to Deshaun Morissette. Morissette pushing, kicks it back across to Oles. Oles back to Morissette. Looks like pass inside by Gibbs. Get it out, Vincent off to Morissette. No good. Andy Oles tips it away, gets it up to Gibbs. Gibbs underrun, and he misses the bunny. It looks like Hoover came out in a 1-2-2 zone on that last possession, trying to change things up and make Pelham think, which they did. They got the shot inside that they wanted. However, Gibbs is unable to finish, and a charge is called on the play. Trying to post up is Jackson Sheffield. Great job that time underneath by number 32, Nick Vincent, taking the charge square in the chest and drawing that foul on Jackson Sheffield. Full court press here. 1-2-2, full court press by Hoover. Get it across. Indios, they stay in this 1-2-2 in the half court, looking to trap the corners. Pelham will be content to run some time off the clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock left. Kicks it over to the wing to Oles. Oles penetrates, tosses it up, high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Kendarius Steele. Outlet pass, great outlet pass by Boulware. Kent catches and finishes on the play. Great the court that time by Kobe Boulware. Andy Oles brings it across half court. Gets it to the middle, nearly a turnover. And a good timeout by Coach Dickinson. He saw that it was getting a little erratic, and a turnover was looming. Breezy, Nick Vincent, if he's going to be in the basketball game, and he's going to catch that ball in the middle of that press, he has to be patient. When he caught that basketball on that play, he caught it, and nearly before it touched his hands, he was already trying to kick it to the opposite side. Easy read for Hoover. They jumped up, tipped the basketball, nearly came up with the steal. However, once possession was gained, Coach Dickinson saw the chaos and called a timeout from the sideline.
You got to have the ball in control.
Yeah, man, you just got to be patient, right? Understand this is a time, 3:24 left in this game, 13-point game, 64-51. Ball control is the key if you're Pelham. You have to be strong with the basketball, because understand, Hoover has to get back in this game. And if they're going to get back in this game, it's going to be with pressure and that basketball trying to come up with it.
Yes, sir.
(64-51), 3:24 left in the ball game. Passes it in to Morissette. Hitman up top to Oles. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Andy Oles. 3-ball on the way. Hard, no good. Picked up by Steele. Steele nearly throws it away. He does throw it away, and a foul is called on Kendarius Steele. That's Steele's first personal foul. Team 5th, and that will put Pelham on the free throw line for the remainder of this ball game. Andy Oles to the line to shoot 2. First free throws up, rattles around, no good. Into the game for Hoover. Millens and Gates replacing Steele and Boware. Second free throw for Oles is on the way. Up and good. 65-51, 3:02 left in the ball game. Full court man-to-man from Pelham. Gates with the basketball, looking, gets it to Millens. Millens looking inside, up top to Kent for 3, and he knocks it down straight on 3 for Riley Kent. Nearly a turnover. Substitution in the ball game. Jacob Gibbs replacing number 23, Jordan Winston. Oles over to Gibbs. They got it across with 1 second on the shot clock before the 10-second call in the backcourt. Gets it to the high post. Over Childress. Morissette. 3-ball. Bang! Big time 3 by Deshaun Morissette. Gates on the push. Tapped out of bounds from behind, and the ball will stay with Hoover. Substitution coming back into the game. Number 23, Jordan Winston replacing Jacob Gibbs. No offense for defense right now for Coach. Little technical difficulty. Somebody unplugged our entire system here. But we're back here from the iBall Ready Game of the Week. 12-point game. Deshaun Morissette goes out of the basketball game with cramps. Corner three. Some don't need right now. Luckily, rebound by O's. Trey Pittman with the basketball, guarded by Glass. 1:15 in the ball game. 12-point game. Pelham leads. And this is still on the play. No Deshaun Morissette on the floor. And Pelham close this game out without their leading. Glass to the hole. Layup is good. And that will take it to a 10-point game. 68-58. 57 seconds left in the ball game.
We got folks starting to leave. As Lance would say.
As Lance would say. But it's a 10-point game here. 68-58. Deshaun Morissette. You early in the fourth quarter, right? We can tell, Breezy, like when you see a guy that is always on the basketball, right? He's always on the basketball.
Yeah.
When he starts to push to the corner and let other guys handle, you can tell a little bit that he's cramping.
Right.
You saw him reach for his calf early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
On that last play, they called an offensive foul on him, and he caught a cramp. He went out of the basketball game, 2 straight turnovers for Pelham. Now he's back. Can he finish this last 57 seconds?
Right.
It looks like he is laboring right now. He's played a tremendous basketball game tonight. Looks like he's laboring a little bit. Look for Trey Pittman, Andy Oles, and Grayson Childress. Those three, including Jacob Gibbs, are going to have to be extremely with the basketball. And there's a turnover by Morissette. Throws it up, and then Melo June picks it up, and he misses a bunny, goes up, and he puts it back in. That cuts it down to an 8-point game. Deep pass to Oles by himself. Andy Oles lays in, and Andy Oles is now cramping. Can they finish this basketball game? 10-point game. Inside his Glass timeout where? 70-62, 24.7 left in this ball game. Hey, listen. Deshaun Morissette, Andy Oles, the two main ball handlers here for Pelham, both are cramping in this fourth quarter. Can they finish this last 24.7?
Hey, stretch it out.
Nope. Shot clock is off. Shot clock is no longer a factor in this basketball game. Can they close it out? And, oh my God, great call by Coach Greg Dickinson. Great call by Coach Greg Dickinson. When the referees called them out of that timeout that was called by Hoover, Coach Greg Dickinson realized my guys are cramping. He needs some extra time, and he called another timeout, a full timeout right behind it to give his guys an extra 60 seconds to get themselves together and hopefully work out those cramps to close out this last 24.7. Full court pressure coming now for Hoover. And they put the big man, Jackson Sheffield, on the basketball. Getting in the Childress. Childress throws it up to Pittman. Pittman On, and he's fouled on the play.
I like it.
Hard foul on the play.
Say football dangerous. Basketball ain't safe.
It's not. Oh no. Basketball's a contact sport, baby. Foul goes against number 4. That is his 5th personal foul. On number 4, Kane Burns, and he fouls out of this basketball game. Headed to the line to shoot 2. Trey Pittman. 2 huge free throws on the way for Pittman. If he makes these 2, it goes a long way to putting this game away.
Yeah. Sure.
First free throw is up and no good. Back rim. Substitution in the ball game for Pelham. Number 23, Jordan Winston returns, replacing Jacob Gibbs. Second free throw away. For Pittman is up. And it's no good. He misses both.
Right now.
8-point game. Nearly a turnover. 15 seconds. They gotta go fast. To the corner. Gotta get a shot up. Millen for 3. No good. And a foul on the play. Rebound by Jackson Sheffield. Foul on the play. 8-point game. Sheffield will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Fouling out of the basketball game is number 5, Grace Childress. The student section is starting to say, hey, goodbye, but hey, listen, it's 8-point game with 5.8. I know that's a stretch, but if Jackson Sheffield is able to put these 2 free throws in, it's a 2-possession game. They can get a turnover, hit a 3, get another turnover, tie this thing up and send it in overtime. These are 2 huge free throws by Jackson Sheffield, and the first one is up and no good.
That ain't what.
And that will just about do it. Second free throw is good for Sheffield. Pelham gets it in no rush. No foul will happen, and that will do it. As Pelham has upset the 3-time defending state champ Hoover by a score of 70-63 here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Pelham versus Hoover. We'll be right back with you to close things out with Coach Dickinson and the player of the game, Deshaun Brissett. We'll be right back with you right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week as Pelham pulls off the huge upset over 3 times the Hoover and move their season to 9-0. And I'm here right now with the iBall Radio Player of the Game, Ashawn Moore, who had a tremendous ball game. Great game tonight, man. Tell me how it feels to win this game.
You know, Hoover's a really good team, man. They're always tough every year, so it just feels great to come out here and beat the defending state champs, man.
So, man, dealt with a couple of cramps in the basketball game. How talk about how you dealt with that adversity to make sure you were able to be available for your team and finish it out.
Stuff like that, man. You got to fight through that, man. Do whatever the team needs you to do. Step up, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Man, you had a great game, man. In the second half, you really start getting your score going. Hill, contact, knocking down a huge corner three in that fourth quarter that really put a nail in their coffin. Let's talk about that. Talk about how you were thinking, hey, I need to put this game away from my team.
Just thinking being like that with a good team, so you got to think about all the ways that you can help your team come out with the dub. So being me, I'm thinking like I got to hit a big shot. I got to get my teammates involved and stuff like that so we can push through and get this win.
So, man, a lot of your teammates dealt with foul trouble in the first half, especially your two bigs in Grayson Childers and Aiden Robinson.
Yes,
talk about not having them to play hard.
Big that really hurt. So they was there banging with. He's a dog down there, man. So, but the guard play was tremendous, man. Our guard stepped up big tonight, man. I love it.
Man, so you're a leader on this team, your first year over at Pelham. What can we expect going forward? You guys are now 9-0 and a true threat in Class 6A.
Yes, sir. Staying consistent and keeping the main thing. Not letting the outside noise get in. Like before every game we go into, we say we're 0-0. Or in the halftime, we say scoreboard 0-0. We just stay consistent and stay humble, man. That's it.
There you go. There you have it, man. 2026 point guard, iBall Radio Player of the Game, Deshaun. Great, man, and good luck the rest of the season. There you have it. And now coming up, we also have right behind him the winning coach, Coach Greg Dickinson, right here from this iBall Radio Game of the Week. Coach, huge win, man. Congratulations. It's understandable, man. Talk about it, man. How did you feel throughout this game that your team played?
Man, first and foremost, I just say because he's giving us so much favor this whole season, chemistry. The guys staying healthy. Like you said, don't let the outside us get in. We don't let no rankings. We don't let none of that stuff affect us or what we do. So I'll just give our glory. Just no
doubt about it, man. Those referees really had that game in a chokehold in the first half. Technical fouls, questionable calls. I'll talk about how you guys wanted to do and then let them get distracted by what was going on the court.
Well, you know the game all about runs. You can't let the refs, the way they call or let that affect how we respond. So we've been on this road before. Refs make bad calls, they make good calls. When they make the bad calls, you got to keep pushing through it. I think our guys learned a lot. We lost our head got six out there, put them back in the game. If we don't do that, we could have easily went up 20 points in the first half. So about us giving up them ticks, and then I think they shot like 15 free throws the rest of the second half. So that kept them in the game. We got to learn from it.
Right. Well, like I mentioned today, Sean, the bigs got in foul trouble, and you know you're dealing with a monster on the inside in Jackson Sheffield.
Oh my God.
Can you talk about what you were saying in the huddles and say, hey guys, this is our game plan on guarding the rest of the way?
Well, with all due respect, that guy's a monster. Like we've been practicing and repping. Now we're going to guard him all week, and that's not an easy task. So sometimes, no matter what you do to him, he's guys like that going to still find a way. He found the way today. I'll take my hat to him.
So, Coach, you came out in the first possession of the game in a zone, right? Kind of trying to throw them off.
Yeah.
You're a man-to-man type of guy, but you put a little wrinkle. Can you talk about what the thought process was behind that?
Well, our thought process is because I knew that throw them up zone, even though that's not what we do. Throw us on double team, Jackson down low. Well, they got off on start for that. So we had to get out of it a lot faster than what we do. Made quick adjustments, it paid off for us.
Right. You got down 10-0 early in that first quarter, but however, went on a 24-1 run at the end of the first quarter and halfway through the second. Was that you say in the huddle to get them to focus back and not let them think, hey, this is Hoover that we're down to?
Hey, our guys know who we are. Like Deshaun said, we always let the main thing be the main thing. Team's going to run, everyone is meant to be smashed. We smashed it. That's why I got a bunch of guys that have been here before. They didn't get rattled when we went down to 10-0. You know, they kept their head, kept the game playing, and it paid up for us.
So in that fourth quarter, man, when it was winning time, right?
Yeah.
Your pressure, well, actually throughout the entire game, before the game, pressuring those guards, Hoover, you turned them over a lot tonight. Was that something that you told your team, hey, they're starting to turn it over?
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of games as a team. We watched a lot of film. We knew their weakness was
right.
We knew that we can turn them over. We also knew their strength was inside. So we had to pick when we were going not to. And once we got in that rhythm, like I said, if the referees didn't get as much involved as they did, I felt like we would have ran the scoreboard.
So, man, you got your guards, man. Last question, Coach. We'll let you go celebrate with your team. Your guards did a great job tonight of making shots and handling Hoover's pressure.
Yep.
When they stayed in that 1-2-2 in the half court. Talk about Grayson Childress at that high post. He made 2 or 3 passes, backdoor passes in that third. He kept the momentum up for you guys.
Grayson Childress, man, he has a high IQ, great character. He is the leader of this team. I think he's the most underrated in the state right now. Standing 6'7", he can shoot the 3, he can make the pass, high IQ.
Right.
I mean, he kept his point. He didn't do one of those runs. If it wasn't for him, they could have really tied that game up. So, yeah, Grayson is like that.
Well, Coach, man, I want to say congratulations on a big, huge win here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week right here from Pelham High School. Oh, celebrate what you think.
No doubt. Yes, sir.
There you have it, man. There you have it, Coach Greg Dickinson right here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week as Pelham knocks off Hoover here at Pelham High School. Great game tonight. High energy in the gym. Thank y'all for tuning in with us on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. We'll see you guys on Friday from Decatur for Decatur versus Austin on iBall Radio Game of the Week. Right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. Until Friday, we're out of here. Peace.